Hi, my name is Kylie Blacksell and I'm from Human Happiness, and welcome to your full moon in Libra on Thursday the 21st of March 2019 yoga class. If this is your very first time with us, then a very big welcome to you. If you have any concerns about your mental, emotional or physical health with respect to doing a yoga class, please do consult your health professional before continuing with the class. So we're just starting off with an activation, as we always do. It's usually for about 10 minutes. Just activate the body, prepare the spine and get ready for the yoga class. So just shaking down to the floor, shaking off whatever it is that you brought with you to the class, whatever you've been dealing with in your day, in your week or in your month, and then just shaking up and bring the hands just to eye height if you do have blood pressure, heart condition, shoulder issues, or you're welcome to come up a little bit higher if you don't have those concerns, and around to the side. Okay, so we usually use this time, the activation, to talk about what's happening astrologically and numerologically on the planet at the moment. Bring the feet a little further apart, just do some nice circles and keep the head above the waist. Again, if you have the blood pressure, heart condition, if you have any vertigo issues or any issues with putting your head below your waist, ear, eye, nose, throat issues as well, just keep your head above the waist there. Or you're welcome to come down further. So yeah, we have a full moon in Libra, and of course Libra, it's actually quite a strong one this time. It's at 0 degrees of Libra. So it's a really, really strong full moon, accentuating the Libra's particular personality, I guess would be the one way to aspect, would be another way to describe it. And Libra, as we know, is all about balance. It's got the scales there, so it's all about finding balance. So there's a very big theme today in our class about looking for that balance and doing some very particular yoga to help you find your balance. So going around, shaking it all out. All right, and then just gentle circles. Young Snowy's here, ready for his hour and a half nap. He works very hard. He's a very, very diligent young dog, that one. So bring the hands up a little bit higher. So yes, all about balance. It's all about relationships as well, of course, because the Libra has a lot of energy to do with relationships. So yeah, balance and relationships, but we've also got a few other aspects going on at the same time. So bring the hands a little bit lower. We have our new moon in Aries in a couple of weeks, and that's going to be a lot of forward movement, a lot of getting on with it. So between now and then, and taking initiative. So between now and then, we do need to find that balance. We do need to let go of this, what's happening in this particular aspect at the moment. Just tapping opposite knees with opposite hands. And you can go for your heels back there if you like, if you can reach them. Otherwise, you're quite welcome to just stick with the knees there. So we've got Venus square with Mars in Taurus, and that's something else we're actually going to work on today, because there's a lot of stubbornness, a lot of irritation, particularly around your relationships, because we are having this full moon in Libra as well. So just doing some gentle circles here with your hips, just whatever's within your limits here. Always keeping an eye on what feels comfortable for you there. So irritation, sudden impulsive explosions, and snap decisions. Let's go the other way. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing a bit of work with you today on helping to calm that down a little bit, so you're not making snap decisions and being quite impulsive. And impulsive is okay as long as it's not coming from a place of fear. So let's just do some infinity symbols here, some infinity figure eights with your hips, nice and gentle, whatever's within your limits here. And let's go the other way. Yeah, so we're going to be looking at that. Mercury is retrograde and conjunct with Neptune in Pisces until the 28th of March. Okay, so we've got a little bit of time there. Definitely a time to think before you speak. So that impulsivity that we had there, it's actually going to be accentuated with that particular aspect. It's also a very creative time, so it is a time for you to do that creative writing or that any other form of creativity there. that works for you. So hands are just doing little figure eights, infinity symbols, up in the sky. Again, just watching for the blood pressure, heart condition, shoulder issues. Just keep the hands a little bit lower if you need to. What else have we got? Now we've got the Sun in Aries versus the Moon in Libra. Okay, so the Sun in Aries is like, go, 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 let's get going, and I'm fine, I can do this myself, I'm a warrior, I can stand up and deal with this myself. So little scoops here. Whereas the Moon in Libra is going, I'd really like to have some help here. I'd really like to collaborate and coordinate with somebody and actually, get some help. So you have those two things going on at the same time with this energy. So it would be very helpful to do this yoga class so that you can release that anger and that frustration, that impatience. I've got a specific thing we're going to do to help out with impatience later, because the Aries can be very, very impatient. So we are about to move into that. So worth the effort there. We've also got the Pisces energy, which is very victim energy. It can be when it's working in the negative, quite a strong victim energy. And that's versing, speaking out and speaking your truth and saying what it is that you really need. Again, we'll do some work on speaking your truth. So getting the hands, palms faced away from each other, open up the shoulders, breathe out, and then breathing in, opening up. Lovely. Out and in. So we're almost through our activation, and then we move into our sequence. We're doing the beautiful Earth sequence today, which is it's actually a really, really beautiful class today. It's just really chilled out. Not too many body preps or things that we need to be thinking about. It's pretty straightforward, and it really lends itself to just totally calming your nervous system and getting you back on track with releasing that anger and impatience that can definitely be coming up at the moment, that you need to have a look at. So just right foot out the front and coming back. Lovely. So if you haven't done this before, it'll take a few lessons before you realise what's happening here, and it takes a bit of practice to coordinate the legs there. And then come back to the middle. So now it's just your left leg, forwards and backwards. So just see if you can coordinate that. A little bit of a lower back bend there, just a very gentle lower back bend. Okay. And coming back into the middle. And then just, if you do have osteoporosis, hip issues, if you've had hip surgery, if you have knee issues, ankle issues, keep your feet on the floor and just wriggle your foot out the front. If you're happy to bring your foot up, you're welcome to. You can grab a chair or a wall if you're concerned about your balance there. And just do a bit of a shake, shaking the leg around. Shake it all out. Today is very much about releasing that anger, that energy, and finding that balance. Circles with your ankle and the other way, out the side, the back, a little bit of a swing, and then up and around. And again, obviously be nice and gentle here if you have anything going on with the hips. A little bit of a shake. Let's go to the other side, shaking out, and circles. And the other way, out the side, back. A bit of a swing. And then up and around. Okay. I'm going to do a couple of small movements just to sort of get our body in the right zone before we go into the actual sequence itself. So just bringing your hands in front and placing your right hand over the top of your left hand. Just bend your knees just a little bit. Then bring the hands up and then palms faced out. Bend the knees, down you go. Let's switch hands. So left in front of right, just up and down. So right in front of left, so keep switching. alternating your hands there. Breathing in and out. In and out. In and out. Lovely. We'll just do one more time for both sides. And out. And one more on the left. And out. Now this next one, if you have trouble getting your, again, if you need to keep your head above your waist, blood pressure, heart condition, ear, eye, nose, throat issues, also first 3 days of your menstrual cycle, anything like that, keep your head above your waist. And if you need to do that, it's a good idea to place your hands on a chair. Okay, so your feet will be a little bit apart and your hands can be down like this. And what we'll be doing is getting the hands out to the back. Okay, and keeping the torso fairly still, and you're just putting the hands out the back there. You can come down onto a block. Okay, so you can have your hands on a block if that works for you. If you can't quite get your hands to the floor, so just leaning down into it. You can come up onto your tippy fingers if that works. Whatever works for you really. And then we're actually going to just lift up the right hand. So breathing in, lift up the right hand, turning around, breathe out, reach up. Breathe in again, bend your elbow and down. And to the other side. In and out. In and out. Across again. In, reach up. In and out. You may only get to this far, and that's perfectly fine. You don't have to get all the way up looking up at the sky. It's a fairly decent stretch, this one. Breathing in and out. In and out. And last one on the left. Okay, lovely. And coming back up. Lovely. Okay, so we're ready for our sequence. Making sure that you've got a little bit of water. Actually, my water's sitting over there, so I'll just grab that water. Okay. So we're going to get ourselves into Tadasana first, which is the mountain posture. It's a master asana. It's just literally just standing up, but it's standing up in a very purposeful way. So lifting up one of your heels, pivot around until the heel touches the big toe on the other foot. And then lift up and pivot back. So that's a measure, just to get you about hip width apart there with your legs. And then breathing in, tightening up the knees, breathe out, nice soft knees. So you want the knees sort of just a little bit of a bend in them most of the time when you're doing most of this yoga. Okay, and then move your awareness up to your pelvic area. You can push the pelvis forward, so forwards and back, and then just find that middle ground. Find that bit where it feels like it's in a nice central position. All right, and then breathing in, roll the shoulders up and back. In again, and out, and again, and out. And then just breathe in, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift up and out. A little bit of a shake. Okay, you'll feel like your chest is nice and open, your shoulder blades are sitting nicely back there. Standing nice and tall. Imagine there's a string attached to your sternum, lifting you up to the sky, and another string attached to your crown, lifting you up. You might feel like your spine is lengthening as you do this. And just standing nice and tall. And then breathing in. When you breathe out, lift up your pelvic floor. So it's a big muscle underneath here from the front to the back. And just feel like you're just squeezing it in like a kaleidoscope there. So it's a nice squeeze. Standing nice and tall. You're now in Tadasana. And we could do a standing meditation here, but we'll go straight in to the sequence. All right, so we're going to bend the knees a little bit. We're going to clasp our hands just very gently, just a very gentle clasp here. And we're going to bring our hands down to just below our pelvis. And then bring them up as you come up with your knees. Come up to just underneath your chin and then roll the hands, face them downwards, back down, bend the knees. And then out to the front, up, and then releasing, bend the knees. So as the hands come down, the knees come down. Okay, so up we come to an upright standing, just underneath the chin, and then down you go. And then up come the knees, up come the hands, and then breathing out, down you go. So along with the hands coming up and the knees straightening, you also have the in-breath and then out-breath as we go back down. A little bit of a bend in the knees, then up we go, and breathing out. Breathe in and out, and in and out. Take yourself to your favourite place in nature. Might be just out in your own backyard, might be on a nice nature walk that you go on, up in the snow, might be at the beach. Take yourself to that place. Breathing in and out. Imagine you're standing on that, whatever it is, the dirt, the grass, the sand, the snow. And just start to connect yourself with the earth. Start to feel that movement, that slow movement up and down, growing your roots down into the earth. Breathing in and out. In and out. And in and out. And one more time, and then we'll move into the next part of the sequence. Breathing in and out. In and out. Now we're going to do exactly, it's going to look the same, but we're going to do a very slight squat. So breathing in, when you breathe out, just push the bottom out the back and just keep the chest nice and high and just come down just a little way. So that's a modified version of the squat movement. So you're quite welcome to do that if you know that a squat's not going to work for you today. And if you would like to do the squat, you can come down with me. So breathing in, breathing out, come down, and also still keeping the chest nice and high here. Excuse me. And then breathing in, up you go. And down. So you're always keeping yourself facing forwards, not sort of leaning over. In and out. And in. See if you can always keep a little bit of flow, a little bit of movement happening. And out. In and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. One more time. In. Start to feel yourself connecting with the earth, reaching down into the earth. And out. Now we're going to do another movement, and this one you can bring your legs out a little bit further if you do have, if you're pregnant or it is the first 3 days of your menstrual cycle, if you have high blood pressure issues, keep the feet a little bit closer. So don't go out quite so far, and obviously don't go so deeply as well. So you'll only keep your head at the waist height, like I said before. Otherwise, you're welcome to come out a little bit wider and breathing in. It's the same movement with the hands. Breathe out, push the bottom out to the back, keep the knees nice and a little bit of a bend, come down to the floor with your hands if you can reach, then bend the knees quite a bit, and then almost like you're about to sit on a chair, and then come up and down. So it's the same breathing, so it's breathe in And breathe out, down you go. Then bend the knees like you're about to sit on a chair, and then up you come. And out. And in. And out. Breathing in. And out. And in. The earth sequence is fantastic because it works on your sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. It releases all of that tension. And it brings you to a place of calm and stillness and safeness, a sense of safety. Breathing out. In. It really is my go-to chill out sequence. If things are just, not working so well, if you're feeling quite anxious, if you're a nerve a minute, this is fantastic to do. So I'm just loving doing this with you guys today. And out. It's a real gift to be able to share this with you today. In and out. Last one. And in. And back down. Okay, so what we're going to do now is have one foot out the front. I'll just show you what it looks like from the side. Using my recording device there, sneaking around a little bit. Just give me a second. Okay, that's better. It was running away on me. All right, so with this movement, you're going to have one leg out the front. The other leg's going to be about 45 degrees out to the side. We're going to be doing the same movement with the hands. What we're going to do is just check that this knee doesn't go past the ankle. Okay, so you don't lean past like this. So you keep the knee behind the ankle. You lift up, breathing out, bend the knee a little bit, scoop the hands to this position, then breathe in, pause. So you straighten up the leg, breathe in, pause, and then release. So breathe in, then breathing out, down you go. Breathe in, pause, and then release. I'll just come back to the front so you can see it from the front position. Breathing in and out. Scoop. And then breathe in, pause, release, down. So you have a little bit of a pause up there at the top. In and out. Breathe in, pause, and release. And in and out. Scooping. Breathe in, pause, and release. In and out. In and out. One more time. In and out. Feel the breath. Feel it as if the breath is dictating the movement of your hands. Breathe out. Let's go to the other side. So the other foot out the front, and the back foot is out at about 45 degrees. Check that your hips are facing the direction of your front foot. And breathing in and out. In and out. In again. Out. In and 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 out. And one more. And out. In and out. Lovely. And then just coming back into the middle position, into the original position that you used for this sequence. standing up nice and tall. We're gonna do it again. Just checking your distance there. We're gonna do it again, but just this first bit again, but super slow. So we're gonna do this original movement, but see if you can really slow it down. If you do have some strong 2 energy in your chart, in your numerology chart, you'll find this probably a little bit challenging. So see if you can stay with me, okay, and not get to the top or the bottom before I do. So breathing in nice and slow. If you need to take extra breaths, please do. Don't feel like you have to hold your breath to come all the way up. Breathing out. So now we're really slowing it down, almost like a meditation. And in. The hands are always moving, but they're moving quite slowly. And out. If you're finding it particularly difficult to do this, definitely stick with us, because our pranayama and our meditation will really help you to slow down and take a breath and calm those parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous systems, and release that anxiety and that anger and that impatience. As we move into our Aries new moon in a couple of weeks' time, and gain some balance. This will definitely give you some balance, and so will the pranayamas that we do later, and our wonderful asana we're about to do, which is the tree. The tree is one of the best ones to bring you balance. And out. And in. And out. Slowing it down, nice and steady. Keep the hands always moving, but moving quite slowly. Breathing out as you go back down. And in. And out. And then one more time, super slow. Okay, and then just allow your palms to face the floor. Just closing your eyes just for a moment, if that's okay for you, or gazing very softly at the floor. Take yourself back to that place in nature that you thought about before. Could be just in your own backyard. Could be on some kind of nature walk, down the coast, on some mountain somewhere, in the snow, or just down at your local park. Feel roots growing out of your hands, deep down into the earth. Roots growing out of the base of your spine, out of your feet, deep into the earth. Breathe in and find any spot in your body or your mind where you're still feeling anxious and impatient and a little bit irritated. Transform it into red light and breathe it out through those roots into the earth. Breathing in again, find that place in your body or mind where there's agitation. Transform it into red light and then breathe it out, send it down through the roots into the earth. Breathe in again and breathe it out, send it down. And one more time, breathing in. And breathe out the red light, send it down. If your heels or your feet are starting to feel a bit sore, a bit achy, that's because you are actually releasing that anxiety, that irritation out of your feet. So just continue to imagine breathing it out. You can even do that exercise again before we go on to the next section if you need to get that out a little bit. Okay, otherwise you're welcome to continue on. We're about to do the tree. Tree is truly a magnificent asana to do. If you have knee, hip, ankle, hip replacement or osteoporosis, please do keep your feet on the floor, and also when your hands are up high, you won't be doing that if you have blood pressure issues, heart condition that's not been stabilised there. So that's really the only things we need to keep an eye on. So I'll show you the full version, and then we'll start together on the modified version and work our way up to the full version. So we put our weight into one of our legs, and we bend the knee. We breathe in, and the foot comes up. So this is the full version. If you know how to do this, of course, you're welcome to follow, but I'll just show you what it looks like. And you don't put any pressure on your actual knee, okay? So you come up and breathe out and just relax and release that movement at the top. Relax your arms and then breathe in, reach up. Breathing out, your hands come down to the middle of your chest. Your thumbs are resting on your sternum there. Breathing in, your fingers point away. Breathing out, you reach out. Breathing in, you very gently release your hands, and then breathing out, you come down to the floor. So that's the full version. We will start by just placing our heel on our ankle, which is what you will do if you have those health considerations I mentioned. And then you're welcome to either bring your foot up, if you're okay to do it, bring your foot up to just below the knee, so sort of resting against the shins and the calves there, or as I said, above the knee, so the foot is placed somewhere above the knee. That's about as high as I'd like to go, but some people, get it all the way up there. But don't put any pressure on the actual knee. That's the main thing there, and keeping the hips facing forwards. But we'll work through that as we go. So breathing in, when you breathe out, put the weight into your right leg. Okay, that's your right leg. I'm mirroring you here. And then place your left heel against your right ankle. And you've got this right leg a little bit bent, so you get yourself nice and steady. Keep the hips facing forwards. Up we come. With the hands, breathe out. Just relax the arms, so he's facing forwards. And then breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, down you come. Place the thumbs on the sternum. Breathing in, push the fingers away. Breathing out. Breathing in, opening up. And then breathing out, release the feet. Hands come down, lovely. Okay, and then going to the other side, breathing in. When you breathe out, put the weight into your left leg and bend that left knee. So you use these big muscles here to hold you up, okay? Place the right heel on the left ankle. Keep the hips facing forwards. Breathing, up we go. And out. Just relaxing the arms there. And breathing in, reaching up. And down, breathing out. Thumbs on the sternum. Breathing in, fingers pointing away. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out, release. Lovely. Okay. So now we're going to you can either stick with what you just did, so the feet down at that level, that's perfectly fine, or you can come up to a little bit higher. We're going to do it one more time, and I'll go up a little bit higher. You're welcome to join me if you like. And just before we do that, we're just going to close our eyes, and again we're going to do a little bit of a visualization. You can take yourself back to where you were earlier in the class, that place in nature. Is there a tree nearby? If there isn't, maybe you can just imagine one, or you can go somewhere to a place where there is a tree that you quite admire. So just standing there nice and tall, and looking at that tree, and what is it that you admire about the tree? Does it stand nice and tall? Does it have good shade? Does it bear amazing fruit? Has it been there for years and years and years? Has it weathered some very difficult times, maybe some fires or thunderstorms? And then acknowledge that everything you admire in this tree is actually inside of you. That resilience, that strength, that shade, that comfort that it provides, that shelter, bearing good fruit. All the things you admire in that tree are inside of you. So opening up your eyes, breathing in, and breathing out, put the weight into your right leg, bend the right knee, looking somewhere on the floor that's not moving, which will help you steady yourself. Spread out your toes, that'll also help you keep steady. Breathing in, up you go, and again, not putting any weight on your actual knee. Hands come up, and then breathing out, just relax the arms a little bit, facing directly forwards. The idea is to get to like 60, 90, 120 seconds or more standing in the tree position. This will bring you incredible balance and clarity and focus. Breathing in, reaching up, and breathing out, coming down to the chest. Breathing in, push the fingers to the front. Breathing out, reach out. Breathing in, opening up. And breathing out, reach down. Lovely. And then go to the other side. Breathing in, breathing out, put the weight into the left leg, bend the left knee, spread out those toes, look somewhere on the floor that's not moving, and then breathing in, up we go. Find your position that works for you, keep the hips facing forwards. Breathing out, just relax the knees. And relax the arms. Breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out, down we come. Breathing in, push the fingers to the front. Breathing out, reach out. Breathing in, opening up. And down. Lovely. Okay, good news is you get to do your deep relaxation now. So laying on your back, I'm just going to turn this fan off. Laying on your back on the floor, if you know that that's not going to work for you, please feel free to sit on a chair if you know that laying down on the floor is not going to work. Preferably nothing in your hair, like not having anything sitting in the hair there. Just allowing your spine just to have its natural curvature. Have a little blankie over you if you can, or a sheet or something, depending on how hot it is over where you are. So yeah, allowing the feet just to flop out to the front, and wherever they flop to, keep the spine with its natural curvature there. Arms out by your side, palms faced up, and tuck your chin in just a little bit so you have a lovely long neck. And closing your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or just gazing very softly if you prefer. So the deep relaxation is a 20-minute relaxation, of course it does deeply relax you, but it also allows that energy that we've just worked with our earth sequence and our tree and our warm-up movements as well, allows that to actually absorb into the body. We're starting a little bit earlier on the deep relaxation because I want to spend a little bit of extra time on the pranayama, because I've got some very special pranayams to do that can help us release that anger and frustration, impatience, and just chill us out a little bit more. So I hope you enjoy your deep relaxation. So closing the eyes, or as I said, gazing softly, and move your awareness down your torso, down your legs, all the way down to your feet and your toes. And breathing in, squeezing the feet and the toes. Nice big squeeze. And breathing out, release. Breathing in again, push the toes away from the body. Feel that lovely stretch in the shins. And breathing out, release. Breathing in again, pushing the heels away from the body and pushing the toes up towards the head. Feel that lovely stretch in the calf muscles. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up the legs, up to the knees. Breathing in, pushing the knees down in towards the floor. Feel your quads engaged to do this. And breathing out, ooh, release. Move the awareness further up the legs, up to the buttocks. Breathing in, squeezing the buttocks. Feel like your hips are rising just a little bit off the floor. And then breathing out, release. Move your awareness to the lower part of your back. Breathing in, gently pushing your lower back down in towards the floor. Feel that gentle pressure between the lower back and the floor. And then breathing out, release. Keep the awareness in the lower back, breathing in again, gently pushing the lower back down in towards the floor. Feel that gentle pressure. And then breathing out, release. Move the awareness around to the front of your torso. Breathing in, squeezing your abdominal muscles down in towards the floor. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness further up the torso, up to the chest. Breathing in, pushing the chest up towards the sky. At the same time, push the shoulder blades in towards each other underneath the body. Big stretch up. And breathing out, release. And then reversing that motion. Breathing in, lifting the shoulders off the floor and pushing the chest down in towards the floor. Feel that big stretch across the shoulder blades. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness across the shoulders and down the arms, all the way down to both of your hands. Breathing in, gently curling the fingers over to make a very soft fist with both hands. And then breathing out, releasing your gentle fists. Breathing in again, make a much stronger fist with both hands and lifting both arms just a few centimeters off the floor. And then breathing out, releasing your fists and splaying those fingers out as far from each other as possible. Turn the palms in towards the body, down towards the floor and even a little further around. Turn the palms back in towards the body and up towards the sky and even a little bit beyond. Breathing out, releasing your arms and your hands back down to the floor. Palms faced up. Move your awareness back up your arms and up to your neck. Breathing in, squeezing the neck. And breathing out, release. Move the awareness up to the chin and the jaw, the mouth and the tongue. And without making any sounds, imagine you're saying the letters A, E, I, O, U. Opening the mouth really wide and doing a lovely big yawn. And point your tongue up to the sky, across to the right, across to the left, around in a circle in one direction, and then around in the other direction. Then place the tongue back in the mouth and engage the jaw. Allow the jaw to go around in one direction and then around in the other direction. Then release the jaw and close the mouth. Make a frown and a smile at the same time. Push those eyebrows all the way down. Lift up the corners of the mouth as high as you can. Big breath in. And breathing out, releasing your frowny smile. Then looking all over the face for all the muscles you can find. Breathing in, squeezing all the facial muscles, the forehead, the eyebrows, the eyes, the cheeks, the nose, the mouth, chin and jaw. Big breath in. And breathing out, release. Allow all the facial muscles to melt into the floor. And then move your awareness to around just behind your ears and all over your scalp. Imagining that you can squeeze this area. Breathing in, giving it a lovely big squeeze. And breathing out, release. And then make a request that you would like all the effects of fear to be cleansed and vacuumed from your body. You move your awareness to a beautiful celestial vacuum tube at the crown of your head. You request the speed you would like this tube to go at, slow, medium or fast. And then you allow this vacuum tube to work its way into the crown of your head, cleansing and vacuuming away all the effects of fear from behind your eyes, your right ear, the back of your head, your left ear, vacuuming into your sinus area, vacuuming down into your mouth, the left side of your jaw, the right side of your jaw. You can see all the darkness and blackness going up this vacuum tube and away to be recycled. Vacuuming down your throat, down your neck, vacuuming into your right lung, and then vacuuming down your right arm, down into your right hand and fingertips. Vacuuming back up your right arm into your right shoulder, and across to your left shoulder. Vacuuming down your left arm, all the way down to your left hand and fingertips. Vacuuming back up your left arm into your left lung. And then vacuuming into your heart. And vacuuming into your stomach. And vacuuming into your pancreas, your spleen, your liver, your left kidney, your right kidney. Vacuuming down into your pelvic organs, your bowels, your left hip, your right hip. Vacuuming down your right leg through your right knee, all the way down to your right foot and toes. And vacuuming all the way back up the right leg, up into the right buttocks, across to the left buttocks. Vacuuming down the left leg through the left knee, all the way down to the left foot and toes. And then requesting that all the space that's now been created by cleansing and vacuuming away all the effects of fear from your body be filled up with beautiful, bright white healing light. And so the switch on the vacuum tube is reversed. And as you breathe in, this beautiful, bright, white healing light enters your left toes, your left foot and ankle, your left lower leg, knee, upper leg and buttocks. And then as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your left leg. The tube moves across to your right foot. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your right toes, your right foot and ankle, your right lower leg, knee, upper leg and buttocks. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your right leg. The tube moves down to the base of your pelvic area, You breathe in and the light enters your pelvic area, your middle torso, your upper torso, your chest, heart and lungs. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your torso. The tube moves across to your right hand. And as you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your right fingertips, your right fingers, palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and your right shoulder. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your right arm. Tube moves across to your left hand. As you breathe in, this beautiful light enters your left fingertips, fingers, palm, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, and your left shoulder. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into all of your left arm. The tube moves down to the base of your spine. And as you breathe in, this beautiful light enters the base of your spine, works its way up through every single disc and vertebrae in your lumbar spine, your thoracic spine, up into your cervical spine, your neck, your head, and the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, this beautiful light settles into your head, your neck, and your spine. Your whole body is now glistening and gleaming and sparkling with this beautiful, bright white healing light. And you affirm to yourself, I am calm. I am still. I am balanced. I am safe. All is well. I am calm. I am still. I am balanced. I am safe. All is well. I am calm. I am still. I am balanced. I am safe. All is well. And sit with that affirmation for a few moments. And then move your awareness to a space just above the crown of your head. A ball of beautiful golden light is hovering there just above the floor. You take a deep breath in, and all of this beautiful golden light comes from the ball and works its way into the crown of your head. As you breathe out, this beautiful light showers down your head, your neck, your spine, across your shoulders, down your arms, into your hands and fingertips, showering down your torso, through your pelvis, down your legs, through your knees, showering all the way down to the very tips of your toes. Every single cell in your body has been re-energized, rejuvenated and revitalized by this beautiful golden light. And you start to notice what parts of your body are touching the floor. Your heels, your calves, your buttocks, your shoulders, the backs of your arms, the backs of your hands, and the back of your head. You start to wriggle your fingers and wriggle your toes. And you very gently bring your knees up to your chest and give them a lovely hug with your arms. And gently sway them from side to side and around in a circle in one direction, and then around in the other direction. And then gently rolling over to your right side, resting your head on your right arm, and using this important moment to consolidate what it is that we've done so far in this class. The beautiful breath of Arjuna in our warm-up brings us that sense of creativity. The heaven and earth twist that we also did in our warm-up allows us to release any frustration and anger. Brings us to a place of calm. Our beautiful earth sequence brought us hope and joy, a responsibility for our own life, dream fulfillment, strength, inspiration, a deep sense of calm, stillness and safeness, and personal acceptance. Our tree brought balance, concentration, focus, and inner stability. And of course the deep relaxation re-energized, revitalized and rejuvenated our entire body and entire mind in preparation for the rest of your day and for your week to come. And then imagining yourself sitting in the upright position before you move. And then keeping the eyes closed, gently pushing yourself up into the upright position. And rubbing those palms together. Create lovely warmth between the palms. And place those nice warm palms over your closed eyes. And allowing the eyes to open in that nice, warm, safe place. And then gently tapping the forehead, the temples, the chin and the jaw, back up to the top of the head, the back of the head, the shoulders, the chest, side of your body, your thighs and knees, and your buttocks. Shake out the side. Breathing in, reach up. And breathing out. A little bit of a shoulder roll. Hope you enjoyed that deep relaxation. You're feeling all set for your meditation coming up soon. Now we're going to be doing some pranayama. We're going to start with our usual one, which is our deep yogic breath. So just placing a hand on the abdomen area and another hand up around about the chest area. So breathing in, imagine you're filling your abdomen, your tummy up with air. So expand the tummy, then the chest and the upper chest. Pause and then breathe out, empty the tummy, the chest and the upper chest. Pause. Breathe in, fill up the tummy, chest, upper chest. Pause. And breathe out, empty the tummy, chest, upper chest. Pause. Breathing in, tummy, chest, upper chest. Pause. Excuse me. And breathing out, tummy, chest, and upper chest. Pause. And one more time, breathe in, tummy, chest, upper chest, pause, and out, tummy, chest, upper chest, pause. Now definitely maintain the deep yogic breath if you have any of these things. Respiratory disorders, asthma, bronchitis, chronic constipation, lower body ailments. If it's really cold where you are and you're feeling cold already, best not to do this one. If you're in a very polluted environment, or if you've got very sensitive teeth, don't do the teeth version of this one. We're doing the cooling breath. We have done this one quite a few times before, but we're just going to do it a few more times. It's going to take our time because we have a little bit of extra time in the class. So just to really release it, it releases stress, anxiety, an overactive mind, agitated mind. If you're emotionally unbalanced, if you're confused, if you're angry. So it's really, really good pranayama to do, and it's excellent for this particular aspect, this particular time, astrologically speaking. And we are in a 3 universal year, so it is all about self-expression. So it's worth getting ourselves to a place where we can express our truth without having that anger and anxiety there as well. So one way to do it is to curl your tongue over like this, and breathe in through that tunnel that you create with your tongue. So breathing in like that. The other way is to grit the teeth and breathe through the teeth. So like that. Okay. And while we're doing it, we're actually going to do the Mudra of Tolerance, and this one, and it's an absolute gem because it also releases anger, frustration, and impatience. So I deliberately put this one in here for that specific reason. So we start by having the little fingers and the ring fingers touching and just having the palms facing in towards the chest. And then later I'll be adding the pointer fingers and the middle fingers, and then eventually we'll get the thumbs as well. And just feel that nice, decent pressure between the fingers. So feeling that mudra as you're sitting there with this position. So either curling the tongue or going for the teeth. I'll do the teeth so you can hear what I'm doing. So breathing in. Again, we're going to fill up the tummy. So breathe in. Pause, feel the cool in your mouth. Close the mouth out through the nose. In again. Pause, feel the cool. Close the mouth out through the nose. In again. Pause, close, and out. And again. Pause, close, and out. And then let's add the pointer fingers and the middle fingers to our mudra here, facing in towards the chest. You can imagine a beautiful emerald green light between your hands and your chest, your heart chakra. Breathing in. Pause. Close the mouth. Out through the nose. In. Pause. Close. And out. And again. Pause. Close. And out. And again. Pause. Close. And out. Let's go for the thumbs. So now all the fingers are touching the opposite fingers, and the palms are still facing inwards towards the chest. So breathing in. Pause. Close the mouth. Out through the nose. Again. Pause. Close. And out. And again. Pause. Close. And out. And one more time. Breathe in. Pause. Close. And out. And just releasing that mudra. Hope you're feeling a little bit more calm, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more at ease, chilled out there. Okay, we're also going to do the humming bee breath. So as I said, a little bit of extra pranayama today. The humming bee is awesome for, it releases serotonin, so it's your happy hormone. It makes you feel fantastic. It also stimulates the pituitary gland, which is excellent. It's a heart awakener. It moves anxiety into calmness, depression into joy, stress into relaxation, and insomnia into a restful sleep. So it is good to do at night, but it's a little bit loud, so a little bit tricky if you have people already asleep. But you could definitely, if you have kids, you could do it with your kids, or you could do it with your partner before going to bed, which is an absolute gem. It will help people to sleep better. So at first we're just going to do the actual, the breath, and then we're going to add the yoni mudra into it as a last thing there. So it's literally just humming, okay, humming through your nose and moving your tongue around, etc., so that you can get a really strong vibration in your mouth, and preferably get the vibration to go up into the skull. So feel the vibration quite strongly through your whole head. So choose a frequency that works for you. So don't necessarily choose the same tone that I use. You can choose whatever frequency works to give you the strongest vibration in your skull. So breathing in and then just humming. And have a little bit of a rest there. If you've not done much pranayama before, you may need to just really back off here and just do just a couple, rather than doing the full sequence of this pranayama. So breathing in again into your tummy and humming. Okay, lovely. And now we're going to add the yoni mudra. So what it is it basically goes over your face. You put your thumbs into your ears when you're ready, and your pointer fingers touch your tops of your eyebrows. Middle fingers just the very bottom of your eyes, just resting on your eyelashes, and your ring fingers are up against the edge of your nose, and your little fingers are up against the edge of your mouth. And so you're going to block your ears, and you're just going to do 3 breaths, and then release your hands, ready for the next bit. So blocking your ears when you're ready. So breathe in. There you go. Just releasing that. The yoni mudra helps you just to come inwards, to really just be in with yourself and just release all that outside influence and just be very, very present. So now we're ready for the meditation. It's just going to be a quick little 10-minute meditation. We are doing the earth meditation today, which goes lovely with the earth sequence and the Tadasana. And it helps to ground you. It helps to really center you and bring you back to your roots, basically, and allow you to make decisions based on your truth and from a place of love and compassion, rather than from that place of anxiety and spontaneity. And spontaneity is fine. Impulsivity is what I was trying to say. Impulsivity and irritation and anger. Especially as we start to move into this Aries new moon, you may start to feel a little bit of that as well. And leaving that with that victim mentality from the Pisces energy as well. So just doing our beautiful mudra of wisdom, the pointer fingers and the thumbs touching, palms faced up, or you can have palms face down, or you can even bring the 2 hands in together to rest in front of one of your chakras there, if that works best for you. So closing the eyes, you're more than welcome to sit on a chair if that works for you better, but make sure the feet are touching the floor sitting nice and upright and just relaxing for 10 minutes there. And so closing the eyes or gazing very softly at the floor. We'll just relax the body first before we go into the earth meditation. Breathing in, move your awareness to your feet, your ankles, your lower legs, knees, upper legs and buttocks. And as you breathe out, allow the lower half of the body to rest and settle down into the sitting position. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your pelvic area, your middle torso, upper torso, chest, heart and lungs. And as you breathe out, allow your whole torso to rest and settle in the sitting position. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your fingertips, your fingers, your palms, your wrists, your forearms, elbows, upper arms and shoulders. As you breathe out, allow your shoulders, arms and hands to rest and settle in the mudra. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your spine, your neck, your head and the crown of your head. As you breathe out, allow your head, your neck and your spine to rest and settle in the sitting position. And move your awareness to the base of your spine. Imagine a nice big thick taproot coming out of the base of your spine, down into the earth, going 10, 20 meters down into the earth, and extra side roots coming off this big taproot, spreading out, stabilizing you, and grounding you. Imagine more smaller roots growing out of your buttocks, the back of your legs, your knees, small roots growing out of your shins and your calves, your ankles, your feet and the soles of your feet. Thousands of small roots growing out of the base of your body, deep down into the earth, growing in all different directions, making you feel very stable, very grounded and safe and steady. And then searching through your body and your mind for anywhere there's still that irritability, that inflexibility, that anxiety and tension. So breathing in, going to that place in your body or your mind, transforming it into red light, and then breathing that red light out through all those roots deep down into the earth. And then breathing in from the roots, beautiful, bright, white, healing light from the earth up into your heart. And then breathing out, allow the heart to rest and settle with this beautiful energy from the earth. Breathe in again, look for the irritation, the frustration, transform into red light. Breathing out, send that red light down through the roots, deep down into the earth to be recycled. Breathe in that beautiful white light up into the heart. And breathing out, release. Breathing in again to that place of irritation, if it's still there. Transform into red light. Breathing out, send it down to be recycled into the earth through the roots. Breathe in the white light up into the heart. And breathing out, release. Then allow yourself to rest there for a few moments with your roots, with your breath. You can continue to do the same breathing of the red light and the white light. Or just rest in stillness, focusing on your fingers, or your buttocks, or the roots, or your breath. Just for a few moments. And then breathing in, move your awareness to your crown, your head, your neck, your shoulders, arms, hands and fingertips, your upper torso, middle torso, pelvic area. As you breathe out, allow the whole upper part of your body to come back into this room, into this present state of awareness. Breathing in again, move your awareness to your buttocks, your upper legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, feet and toes. As you breathe out, allow your whole body to come back into this room, into this present state of awareness. Have a sense of where your body is in the room. And then very gently opening your eyes and releasing your mudra. Do a little bit of a tap if you're leaving, if you need to go somewhere. I hope you enjoyed that meditation, and there's that really grounding and centering and balancing yoga class today with our full moon in Libra at 0 degrees of Libra, so it's a very powerful theme around balance, around relationships as well. And I hope that this also helps you to be a little bit less irritated and impulsive and aggressive, or also to help you manifest that energy as well around you. So please do share this with anybody that you know can't make it to a regular class, or may particularly enjoy this energy that we did in the class today. It's completely free, and it's available to anyone who has internet and some kind of device to play it on. So please do share it. They will be here every fortnight, and please give me your feedback. I'd love to hear how you guys are going. Until our new moon in Aries in a couple of weeks' time, namaste.